channel to actually use coverage. You can count on. Oh! It's a beautiful day in Avondale State to see. Weather is quite nice out here. It's a little chilly, but it's good. Okay, we're here today to talk about the Gettysburg Address that was recently issued. How do you feel about the Gettysburg?
I just feel like it was a really good way to put an end to slavery. It enforced some of the rules, and I think it just gave the South a peace of mind that they really needed to have after this long and brutal war.
Abraham Lincoln, I have another question for you. Do you mind that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think the South will end slavery?
So we actually had this special plan that's coming up. One of my best generals, his name is William Sherman. He's actually, he's very popular. A lot of people like him. He's one of the best generals I've had. So we have something very special planned, and we're going down to the South. I'm not going to tell you what. I'm sure you'll hear it in the news in the coming weeks. But we're going to go down to the South, and we're going to go through and free some slaves. So from a big area of land, we're just going to go through and free the slaves. Hopefully that will end the war, get it close. Maybe they'll surrender after that. But I think we're just getting closer and closer every day to doing that, and I think it'll happen at some point. So I think
how do you feel about how will this affect the North?
I think it will affect the North very good because many people are coming there. Many people of different colors are coming to the North. They're kind of blending into our economy very well, and I just think it's going to work. Also, some of the black slaves, when they're freed, they'll come join the Union Army and fight against us, so that gives us more firepower in the road to end this war.
Jesus Christ! Mr. President, I have another question for you.
Alright, go ahead.
How long do you think this war will last?
Oh man, a lot of people in the world and in our country are very angry at this war, especially the Union. I formed the Union in order to try and keep this country apart. Obviously, that didn't work, but we want to keep our country together, interlocking. So we used to interlock, and now this war has just torn us apart. I hope when it's over and that special plan that I talked about, I think that will get us very close. Then maybe a couple more battles, and then it will be done. But I think we're getting closer and closer every day to finishing this war and getting our country back to how it was originally.
What do you think the purpose of the Gettysburg Address is?
Yeah, so I wrote the Gettysburg Address I wrote it just to kind of try and enforce that rule of, hey, telling the South, hey, we don't like your slavery and we need it to end. That will be a big factor in the war. So we don't need your slavery, it needs to end, and if that can't get to their heads, I don't know what can. So I just wrote it to kind of get it in their minds that we want this war to be over and we want our country to be together again.
Do you think slaves will approve this or disapprove?
I think slaves will very much approve this, approve of this act, because when we put it in place, it was kind of meant to free the slaves. And I think once it starts working and once we start freeing the slaves, they will be very happy with this new law.
That's got good flavor. Okay, now for our next question. How long do you think this war will last? Because many people in this world do not appreciate this war.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are not appreciating this war. I think it's splitting our country apart.
Now we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll get right back at you.
Does your family struggle with crippling depression because you're laying in bed all night thinking that your stuff is getting robbed? Well, you should get EMC Security. With a very, very advanced technological alarm system, it'll protect your family every minute, every hour, of every year, of every decade, of every century. With EMC Security, we'll give you the peace of mind that our customers want. With EMC Security, you'll be the safest house on the block. Get out, get out.
We got Bishop Marshall here.
Yeah.
Hey, so today we brought Bishop Marshall onto the set. He's here to sample our water. How does it
Yeah.
taste?
It's pretty refreshing.
You should buy Aquafina pure mineral water
Yeah.
because it's good. You hear it first. This is Bishop. He's not an actor. You heard it here first, folks.
It's a testimony. Bishop Marshall, the president of the museum school, likes this water.
There we go. Okay. Channel 2 Action News coverage you can count on. And today's special guest, we have Abraham Lincoln. Hey, bro, your hat's on. Come on.
What?
Just lift it up a little bit. There you go. Okay. Do you mind if we have one more question for you, sir? We're gonna take a real quick break.
No, you got it. You got to take commercial break.
Now we're gonna
We'll take a quick commercial break and then we'll be right back at you with more coverage.
take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right.
Oh my lord, bro! What?
This dream, right? And you and I was plastic, and you were there too.
And you were made of cardboard though, so we couldn't get pregnant.
But we ended up doing it.
Yeah, and he's like, confess your spirits, confess me, confess them to me. That was
Alright.
so hilarious.
Alright, let's go.
Do you? Well, actually,
Oh, I just had a heart attack. Shut your. Oh my lord! Freaking
So
cars!
loud.
I'm about to write a sign and like put it in the middle of the room. We need somebody to stand in the middle of the room. Here, I'll get a cone. Get a cone and just like put it in the middle of the room. I'm George Washington. I'm George Washington. How do you feel about
there you go. Smart kid, smart child.
Of course, everybody knows it.
Hello.
No, how about you say, I know we're walking to the set.
Yeah, I know. And
Abraham
our special guest, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay. Reporting from Fox 5, Channel 2, Action News. That's not what you're. What's Fox 5? Fox 5? No, it's-
Fox 5 Channel 2. Just say this is Channel 2 Action News.
it's just Channel 2 Action News. No. Real quick.
No, it's literally on the paper. All you have to do is
Okay, I'll
say
read it.
what's on the paper.
Okay. Now we'll take a quick break.
Oh my. How hard is it to say?
Now we'll take a real quick break. A real quick.